We know there are many choices in internet radio, and the staff and host of LA Talk Live would like to thank you for choosing the internet's hottest destination for the most eclectic sound and invigorating talk. This is LA Talk Live. We are more than just talk.
Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me, and I'm feeling good.
Hi there, welcome to La La Land Talk on LA Talk Live. I'm Dorothy Dillingham Blue, and on his way is my co-host Brett Chapin. We're having a wacky show today, let me tell you. It's full of tagging in, tagging out. This is why we have co-hosts, because when you're actors and you're doing your stuff, you know, sometimes we gotta come late and leave early, and we'll get more to that later. But we have some great guests today. We have Jordan Feldman of God knows what. We're going to find out. And
oh boy, that does not sound good.
It's all right. It's all right. We have Lauren Harper, who's going to get us caught up on what she's doing. And then, Steve, you're going to have to remind me of the name of your show one more time.
What kind of God?
What Kind of God? We have Steve Julian, and you're going to have to remind me your name. And Robert Kiesler from What Kind of God here. You're going to have to explain to me all about the priest stuff, because
The what?
he's dressed as a priest in all these photos I've seen, and I'm really
So
excited
I shouldn't have
to
been
see.
talking about the lube?
No, it's fine, son.
No.
Oh boy.
Yes.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So it's been a wacko week because, you know, I'm in the show right now. I'm doing We Will Survive down at the San Pedro Theater Club. We opened last week. We had
How's it going?
It's going very well.
Are you enjoying it?
I am enjoying the experience of of performing. You know, I
Are you singing?
oh yes. It's set in a karaoke bar. So
Why wouldn't you sing?
Hello. So, here's the thing is that, I'm not a vocal powerhouse when it comes to that.
Dorothy.
But I bring the funny.
Dorothy.
I know
Please.
my job, and it's to bring the funny.
What
So-
are you singing? What is your karaoke song? Like in life.
general?
In life. When
Oh,
you
in
go to the
life?
karaoke bar,
Yes.
what do you sing? What's your song?
I tend to love Heartbreaker,
Mm-hmm.
and I
Pat
do.
Benatar?
I love me some Pat Benatar.
Why wouldn't you? You're not dead inside.
Hello. And then I must say that I can bust out some Aerosmith.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, I went on a bachelorette party with all these 20-somethings, and
Ugh, sounds like a nightmare.
you know what was great is that it reminded me how awesome I am, because
Because you're not an idiot. Not that 20-year-olds are idiot, but I just feel like 20-year-olds don't exist.
No,
There's
they
no one
don't.
younger than us.
yeah,
We're the
nobody.
babies.
No,
Right.
and we're out, and I'm the one like going, okay, we've all been drinking, we should eat now. You know, like I'm like ordering French fries for the table. I'm like, you should eat these. Everyone have some fries. Have some fries.
You really are a mother.
I am. But I packed a scrunchie for the night in case anybody had to vomit. So
You did
I am
not.
that girl. I did. I had a scrunchie in my purse.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Oh, yeah. And so
not
we
a banana clip?
No. Oh, I wish.
What about a banana clip?
That would be even better. But we
Yeah.
go to this karaoke
Yeah.
place, one of those Korean ones where you get the room. and
Yeah,
it's all
tinga
like,
tinga.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
All right. And
Been
we go
there.
there. It's awesome.
Mhm.
And we go, and they're all singing, who knows, like Britney and all this sort of thing. And I said, just give me some,
Give me the mic.
Yeah. So I sang some Sweet Child of Mine. And,
Why wouldn't you?
And then I said, Class of 92, drop the mic. And yeah, I dropped the mic. I dropped the
Oh,
mic.
Good
and,
for you.
Yeah, me and Audra. But so.
What about a little Air Supply?
Ooh.
I'm all out of love.
I'm
so lost without you. I know you were like
Yes.
believing for so long.
Oh, yes.
Right?
It's good times, and that's what drew me to the show. We Will
Right.
Survive is that it wasn't about how pretty I sing a song.
But what is
Yeah.
it about? Is it about
Mhm.
like a bunch of ladies with breast cancer or something? God forbid, toy, 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 I'm knocking on wood.
Okay. Well, actually, one character does find out that she has breast cancer.
Look at me.
I know, look at you. And it's about the friendships and all that. And I will like upfront say it's a brand new play, so the book is, in the work.
Right.
In the works, but I tell you, the director Alta Abbott, she managed to put together a great wide variety of women. My husband saw it last night. And you know when you watch one of those Lifetime movies about friendship and all the women look alike?
Yeah.
You're like, no, it's not high school. We don't have the like same
Right,
hair.
right.
It's not like that anymore. But we're all very different women, and so that makes it a very full.
It adds to the veracity
It does. It does.
of the experience. And what are you
Yes.
singing in the show?
Oh, in the show, we sing like our fun group numbers. We got Lady Marmalade. We have Girls Just Want to Have Fun.
They do.
They do. My friend Dina, she sings the first song of the show. She really sets the tone. She sings Young Hearts Run Free.
Ugh.
I know, and I get
Remember-
to sing backup with her. I was like,
Remember from Romeo and Juliet how good that song was?
that is what that's
you are
from.
correct.
That is a great song. And
So
she gets
good.
it started, and then the second act, my character is full on third trimester pregnant.
Uh-huh.
I wear a ginormous belly and everything.
Right.
And just to amp that up a bit, I sing "Burn in Love."
Okay.
That's my big
Do
number.
you go into labor whilst singing the song?
There is that fear of the front row does have that fear look in their eyes.
Water will
when
break on their
yes.
skirts.
Yeah, and I mean, I've done a show while actually pregnant before, and I was tap dancing and doing wings and things. And there were people that saw me after the show and said, you know what? It kind of frightened me that you were up there, and I thought, oh my God, it's gonna happen. They need to have like a plastic sheet on the ground.
I just
or
think we
something."
need to stop for a second
What?
and go back to the part and enjoy the moment that this happened today. I was tap dancing and I was doing wings and things.
Yeah.
That sentence needed to be repeated because I'm picturing it in my mind and I see it.
Yes, that's me. That's me.
Sweet.
Veneric,
Lord.
you got something for us?
Yes, I just want to let everybody know if you have anything to, if you want to call in,
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
just call the new number
Call in.
323-473-3100.
Ooh.
Listen to that voice.
Yes, right.
Look at you.
He's got a good one.
It's like Shaft.
Okay.
We'll go with it.
yeah,
I
yeah,
like
yeah.
it. I like it.
Who is the man? Na-na-na-na-na-na-na.
That's all.
Shaft. John Shaft.
But yeah, so we're doing that, and then
Okay.
in the midst of everything, I found out Tuesday that I booked a big commercial shoot.
Chic. We
And
love
I-
that commercial
yes.
money.
And so I leave today at 1:30.
Because you're a jet setter.
Come out, yeah,
And you're being picked up by,
a car.
excuse me, don't worry about it.
And so that meant I needed to train an understudy to do a week's worth of shows for me.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
That's stressful.
Just a little.
That's stressful.
But here's the thing.
And you're a mom.
And I'm a mom, and I'm
And a
teaching,
wife.
and I do all that stuff. I mean,
You have a lot on your plate,
I
sister.
do, and I managed to get all the laundry done. Can I just get a holla for the laundry?
I would.
Done.
I have
Laundry
a question.
is done.
Does the husband do the laundry ever?
No, but he does the cooking because I don't. I don't do the cooking.
That's a good trade-off.
It is because I've poisoned myself twice accidentally. So it's really for
With
everybody's.
With what?
Ground turkey. I undercooked it, and then I poisoned myself. I didn't realize I poisoned myself, and so I froze it, and then I ate it again. I'm like, oh, I got sick again. I guess it was me.
Sweetie, I'm pretty sure you did not go to that place that's on your T-shirt.
Yes, this is how.
I'm pretty sure that no Northwestern graduate would do something so dumb.
Oh my god.
Although I will tell you this. My dad busts my balls sometimes for being so bad at math because like we're sitting at the table and I'm counting on my fingers with the tip.
Oh.
I know it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing, but I would never work from that side of my brain.
Well, there you go.
So.
Oh my god.
So you're a busy gal.
I am, and so, but Darcy Silvera who is filling in for me, and it's one of those things of like you got to keep in touch with your people that any project that you work on, and I'm sure Jordan, you could pipe in on this. Like every job leads to another job, and we were in spelling bee together. She was Schwartzy and I was Coney Bear, and she was marvelous. And so when they're, I knew I was on a veil for this. On a veil means that you're it's like down to you and some other people, and it's the big narrow down. And I kept telling them, like, I really think we should call Darcy. And actually, I put out two names, and I said, you need to let me know which one I need to start training. They're like, oh, let's just wait till you find out. I'm like,
You're
seriously?
like, no, you wait till I have to do it all in one day.
Yeah. So I
And
called
be a
her.
mom.
I started her Wednesday, and let me tell you, snaps to Darcy, and she has learned it. I am fully confident she can go on for these 4 shows. She's had this calmness about her. It may
Well,
be
you know
denial.
she's on pills.
Yeah, and I think she's a little in
Darcy,
denial.
yeah, she's a big pill head, I hear. That girl, she will do nasty things for pills.
It's true. Sorry, Darce.
Sorry, Darcy,
baby.
but
Anyway,
if you
but
got
yeah.
the Dilaudid, share.
So Jordan, you gotta tell me what you've been doing. Like Jordan and I went to Northwestern, and
We
then
did.
it's fabulous. And what I enjoy about Jordan is whenever I see you, it's like it's only been 5 seconds, even though it's been 5 years. We're like, ah!
I know, we act
You
like
know.
little schoolgirls.
It's bad. What I ran into you
At the restaurant in Culver City.
exactly at public school.
Was that public school?
Yes.
It was delicious.
It was. I had the fish and chips. It was good.
I don't remember what I had.
Yeah,
I might have been drunk.
it's true. But
But, you
yeah.
know, whatever.
But what's fun is you because we worked together on a film once we were out here in LA.
Oh,
Do you
was
remember
that Brian's film?
Brian
Jimmy
Lynch,
Hunt?
Jimmy Hunt.
About
yes.
you were the female lead, right?
Yes, I was.
Yes, you got a condom stuck in your veg.
It's true. It's true. I did.
Mhm.
That was good time.
In the movie, of course.
In the movie. Just so
In
you
the
know.
movie.
Yeah.
I shockingly played a nurse.
And you had if you want it, the film is good, but the funniest is at the end when they show all the outtakes and they do all of the alternates of your lines over and over again. And to
'Cause
me,
I'm
that
a filthy animal.
you are. Yeah, you were talking about going to
Disgusting.
Ibiza and
Yeah.
dying of an overdose, and it was fun.
Well, I mean, I really did almost come home in a box. I'll
You
tell you what.
did?
No, I mean, God forbid. I was just having too much fun.
Yeah. But
That was
after
back in the
that, I saw you moved it like into the Style Network stuff. You were doing.
I did a lot of hosting stuff. I was like an on-camera stylist on a couple shows for 8 years. They both got canceled at the same time, which financially is not what you're looking for.
Not so much.
No one wants
Not so
it.
much, yeah.
But luckily, I booked a recurring role on The Mad Men.
Yes.
And then, thank you. I got to eye fuck Don Draper.
That's very
Yeah,
fun.
it
That's
was
good times.
hot, and you know he's got a big Jimmy Jam. That John Hamm. It is no joke. That thing is it's a baby arm.
Were you like sneaking into wardrobe all the time?
No, but you can see. I mean, there's a Tumblr blog about his Johnson.
No, there's not.
There is. By the way, I just discovered Tumblr. You can find anything on there. Literally, you type in like wrestler weigh-ins, and like there's like a video of like all these wrestlers, like college wrestlers, taking off their drawers and getting on a scale. It's like a hidden video. It's the hottest thing you've ever seen. All these hot guys walking around with their Johnsons out. Anyway,
Lord.
and then I did the Arrested Development season 4.
Oh, okay, awesome.
I did that, and then I have a small part in Diablo Cody's upcoming movie Paradise.
Ooh.
That's coming out. I think it came out on DirecTV, but it's coming out in theaters.
Oh, it's doing that.
I think in October.
The role?
The Thing,
Yeah.
which I don't understand.
Yeah, they're doing that new rollout. I think Steven Soderbergh started with that weird movie about baby heads, but Bubblehead? Something. But what's the Paradise? What's that about?
Paradise is about a girl played by Julianne Hough,
Mm-hmm.
and she is severely burnt all over her body from an accident.
Okay.
And she has sort of an epiphany and decides that she is going to leave the church and family that is very steeped in the church and go to Las Vegas.
Okay.
Where and she's never really been outside her small town, and she's
right.
never done anything bad. You know, I mean, she really. So she goes to Vegas. She meets Russell Brand.
That Russell Brand. Okay.
She meets.
There's a lot of hair in this.
There's a lot of
show.
hair. Yeah. It's Octavia Spencer,
Ooh.
who, by the way,
love her.
I
Is she lovely?
love her so much.
Oh.
I love her so much. I think. I mean, I don't know who doesn't love her.
Yeah.
So I was shooting my scene, and afterward, she was not in the scene, and she came up to me and she's like, "You are so funny," and I'm like, "You're Octavia Spencer." Like, you just won an Oscar. Like, I wanted to tell her how much I loved her, but I got so nervous that I was like, "Oh, well, I'm friends with Brad," and Brad's her agent. I was like, "He said to say hi." Like, I couldn't stop. It was just like diarrhea of the mouth. Like, I couldn't. Anyway, so I'm just obsessed with this woman. And Diablo Cody was super cool. Like
Oh, good.
so cool, so
Yeah.
nice, like easy breezy. Like it was so much fun.
And
And
that's
it
what you
shot-
want. And that's like working with nice people is
It's the
you
best thing in the
can't-
world.
You can't trade that for like, woo, I just want to be in the bigger, something that's going to be crazy.
It's the best
It'll
thing in the
drive you
world.
crazy.
It'll
So.
drive you effing nuts.
Now, did you see there was like a Russell Brand video going around about him getting a GQ award? Did you see this video?
No.
Oh.
I'm not too savvy on the videos on the internets.
Oh my goodness. He got up there and basically was talking like, oh, it was really great to get this award. And because the award was sponsored by GQ and also by Hugo Boss. And then he, of course, brings up that because it's Russell Brand, he wants to be Russell Brand. He talks about, yeah, Hugo Boss, they designed the uniform for the Nazi soldiers. So,
No.
so great for that. And,
No.
whatever, we're all I mean, yes, he went all over it. So-
Listen, I'm gonna say I feel like the Nazi joke, it's dicey.
yeah.
Ask Prince Harry. Didn't go so well for him when he dressed up as a Nazi for Halloween, remember?
Yep, not so much.
I do love a ginger though. Love a ginger. I gotta tell you, that Harry, I would do nasty things to him. I swear to God. I
Oh
would
my God.
murder his junk with my face. I would just and he's got some in a saggy sack,
There you go.
which I love.
Of course.
Who doesn't?
Mm.
Last night.
Oh, here we go. Sorry, Brett.
Okay, so listen.
Where's
Sorry,
Brett?
Brett. So listen to this. So we walk in. Have you been to Bowery
I've heard of
on
Bowery.
Sunset?
Yes.
It's next to Magnolia that has a delicious ice cream sandwich.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah.
Bowery is delicious.
And a Fabulous is over there, too?
Yes,
Okay,
yeah,
I know exactly
yeah.
where that is. Yeah.
Great burger there. It was
Okay.
delicious. I had the moule frite, yada yada.
Mm-hmm.
So we walk in and I ran into someone that I know. His roommate happens to be this smoking hot gentleman who was in this gay movie called Eating Out, right? I'm not going to say his name because I don't want to embarrass him.
Okay.
Not that he should be embarrassed.
But
yada,
anyway.
yada, yada. In the movie, like, he takes his clothes off. And so there's like a still of him on the internet. And it's a nude photo of this guy. And he's stunning, amazing body, like beautifully endowed. And he has a big saggy
Okay,
sack,
yes.
right?
Okay.
So I said to this date that I was on, I was like, I showed him the picture. I'm like, see that guy over there? I'm like, that's this. And I'm like, I love a saggy sack.
Oh, my God.
Yada yada yada. We get back to my place later, and he's about to take off his I'm about to take off his underwear, and he goes, I don't want you to be disappointed. I go, what do you mean? Meanwhile, that's not what you want to hear when you're about to
Not
take
at
off
all.
someone's underwear. like what? I was gonna like pull it back and a Smurf pops out. Like the herp with the perp slaps me across the face. I'm like, yeah. He's like, I don't have a saggy sack. And I was like, oh, I don't care. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I am an equal opportunity lender.
There you go. Well, thank goodness for that.
Yeah. I
you
don't
know-
discriminate.
Excellent. Excellent. Well, Jordan,
Yeah.
so coming up, so we've got Paradise coming up. soon.
Paradise coming up. Oh, and I'm recurring on the Scott Baio show.
Oh,
Yeah.
what is
so
that?
I have an
Is it just called the Scott Baio Show?
no,
No?
it's called God, I hope they're not listening.
Will
I'm
it
just
be?
hungover. It's
will
on
it-
Nick at Night.
It's on Nick at Night. All right. Uh-huh.
It's terrible.
Scott Baio. Will it be on your IMDb at some point?
It is on my. Here's me. This is terrible. And by the way, it's like the most fun show to work on, and everyone is so nice. This is mortifying. Scott Baio. Scott Baio show. Net worth? Should we look up his net worth? No. Scott Baio show. Well, because you want to know something funny? I always call it the Baio show. No. You know what? Not cool. Not cool. Shit.
By the way, Jordan walked in
Did you
about
see him
5
on-
minutes before we started the show.
Did you see him on Arrested Development, by the way?
Scott Baio?
Yeah. Unbelievable.
No.
I really By the way, I have done whoa. Why is IMDb so hard right now?
I don't know. It's you know what? It's very hard to navigate.
This is
I gotta
making
say-
me sweat.
Even the app is like not even friendly. I gotta say. But anyway, all right. But okay, so to sum up,
So that
to sum
show-
up, we have the Scott Baio project on Nick at Night. We
Yeah.
have Paradise coming out,
Now it's just killing me.
and then yes, and catch you on the final season of Mad Men. Are you still recurring on there?
I don't know. See Dad Run.
See Dad Run. Okay.
It's called See Dad Run, but I
Okay.
just call it the Bayo Show all the time.
Okay.
It's called See Dad Run. It's actually really it's a great little show.
Okay.
Not
Is it,
little. It's just a great show. And
Is it 3 camera?
yeah,
Oh,
it's
fun.
multi-camera. It's really fun, and it's a live studio audience, which is so rare now these days.
Right.
You know that it's so much fun to do,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a really fun show.
Excellent.
So that I have some one of those coming up. So
Cool. Cool. Well,
Mhm.
excellent. Well, check out Jordan Feldman and all those fabulous projects.
Thanks, Dorothy.
And at the, and if you see him out, you can just say, hello, oh my gosh, I have a huge sack and we should go out. So there we go.
Listen, if you
love me
if you got a big saggy sack, you know who
Then-
to call.
There you go, Jordan Feldman. All right.
God, my parents are probably like, how much did we spend on that bar mitzvah?
Oh my God. Well, we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back with La La Land Talk on LA Talk Live.
This is Brett Chapin.
And this is Dorothy Dillingham Blue, inviting you to join us every Saturday at noon Pacific Standard Time for our show, La La Land Talk.
Join us as we talk with some of the top talent in LA. Artists' untold stories, your phone calls, and live on-location broadcasts have made La La Land one of the best sources in LA for everything entertainment.
So don't forget to tune in to La La Land Talk.
Exclusively on latalklive.com.
You can also catch us on iTunes Radio R&B, Live 365, Radio Flag, and now Stitcher Radio. Or watch and listen directly at latalklive.com.
Saturdays at noon Pacific Time. Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/LaLaLandTalk, Twitter, twitter.com/LaLaLandTalk. Reality radio handcrafted for your listening pleasure. This is LA Talk Live.
And we are more than just talk. I think we've got a Shakespeare monologue or two we could do. Yeah.
Jazz hands.
Kickball change.
Good
That's
stuff.
what I'm saying. Mm-hmm.
I'll do some Pippin.
Ooh, yeah. Some miming. I'm in a box. I'm in a box. I'm in a box.
Okay.
I want to Shazam this.
Yeah. All right. Welcome back to La La Land Talk on LA Talk Live. I'm Dorothy Dillingham Blue, and apparently, 4 minutes away at this point is Brett Chapin.
Hopefully 2.
Yeah, and you know, we'll see what's going on. But you know what? We're holding down the fort here because we have some fabulous guests. Thank you again for joining me, Jordan Feldman.
Pleasure.
Yes,
Happy to
staying on
be
the
here.
mic here. Yes. And then from What Kind of God? That's playing it through the Pasadena Arts Council. It started September 14th and it's running through October 20th. Today's guest we have from there, Steve Julian, one of our favorite guests. You come in and just bring the joy and all that. We're so appreciative for you to be here. I know.
Thank you, brothers and sisters in Christ.
Oh yes, as well as Robert Kiesler, who is a member of the company as well. Yes.
Yes.
Excellent.
He's part of the cast. He was not enough applause. Never enough applause.
Never
for
enough
Robert.
applause.
He was in the
Exactly.
play last year, the precursor to this.
Yes, and what was it before? It had
It
a
was called
different
Altercations.
name. Altercations.
Yes,
Yes.
with an A.
With an A.
2 A's. 3.
Yes.
2 A's.
Yes. Okay. So tell me, this is a show you've had in development for a while now,
yeah.
and now you've brought it. Was it in Pasadena before, or
No, the Pasadena Arts Council is our fiscal sponsor. So, it's a 501c3. So when we raise money for the show, it goes through them. People get a tax deduction for their contributions. So that's their involvement. Brett Chapin's in the house!
Brett Chapin! He's finally arrived.
Better
We've
late
been
than
waiting.
never.
What's up? What's up,
How
Brett?
are you?
This is Jordan.
Hi, nice to meet you.
The great.
Are you on air right now?
Did I take
Yeah, we're
your
on
seat?
air
This
right
is
now.
literally on air.
Awesome.
Yes.
Did I take your seat?
No, sit.
Are you sure you can
Put
sit
a
on my
time.
lap if you want?
Yeah.
Continue. Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah, I'll watch for a second.
Okay, cool. Get All in right. here.
I heard that
know.
about you. Brett likes to watch.
Brett Chapin currently appearing as Seymour in Little Shop of Horrors with the Kentwood Players in Westchester. Very, very fun. Very exciting. Good times. Hello. I know. Where's the applause? Thank you. Look.
Actually, cut to a break.
No, we just did one.
Oh, you just did
We
one?
just did one.
one.
Relax, you're fine.
All right, I'm
Pull up
good.
a chair, join
Yeah.
us.
I'm hanging out.
It's our show now.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Well, so Steve Julian.
Yes, ma'am.
So you said Pasadena Arts Council is your fiscal sponsor.
That's right.
Okay. Great.
And Robert and I kind of put the show together. He was in it last year.
Right, as
And
you
it
mentioned.
covers the sex abuse crisis in the Catholic Church.
Oh yes, that's a current.
I'm so glad Jordan Feldman was here to provide the lead into this conversation. Right?
Balls.
Saggy what?
Lube.
Water feature.
Water feature. Tell us about your play.
No, stay.
What play?
Oh my God.
So anyway,
Yes.
we opened last weekend,
Mhm.
and we're in for 6 weeks over at the Lillian Theater in Hollywood
Yes.
on Santa Monica Boulevard, Thursdays through Sundays.
Mhm.
And it's a 5-person cast. Last year in Altercations, which was a kind of a workshop version of this,
Right.
there were 4 characters.
Mhm.
And then after we did the show, Robert said, can we do this again? Real production, all bells and whistles and whatnot. And so I kind of rewrote the whole thing.
Wow.
brought in a 5th character,
Mhm.
and so here we are.
That sounds like a lot of work.
Yeah.
Oh no, it just took an hour.
Now,
And the year.
yes. Now, because a lot of times when you're rewriting something, a lot of times it's characters that get cut, and in this point you added one, so that's pretty.
I
cool.
needed 3 more pages, so I added a character.
Okay, that works. Love it.
Well, it was a character referred to in the previous version, where the
Okay.
17-year-old boy has this attraction thing going on with the 17-year-old girl
Uh-huh.
at his high school. Well, she was only alluded to last year, and now we brought her in
In
this
the
year.
flesh.
Now she's in the flesh.
Now she's in the
Yeah.
flesh.
Who plays this girl?
Yeah, it's
Emily
gonna be the girl.
Ferris. And
Emily
she
Ferris.
is fantastic.
Really?
Yeah.
She's really fantastic.
She just graduated from Cal Arts in their theater department, and she's amazing.
That's
Wait,
exciting.
And Brett Donaldson is the boy. You'd love Brett Donaldson.
Really?
did
Yeah,
she do? Did she do Man of No Importance? Oh my God! Did she do Man of No Importance? No.
No.
Okay.
That's
I
the
thought
show that preceded us 2 shows ago.
Right, at
that
the
Janet
Lillian.
Miller directed.
Yes.
Yes, at the Lillian.
And I saw you there. Remember?
Yes,
I saw you there.
yes,
that
we
was
were
during the
chatting
French.
outside. That's right.
Yes.
Mhm.
Excellent. Okay. Cool. Very nice. And so Robert, I was gonna
For
pass it on
God's
to.
sakes, the show is ruined. Things are falling off the
Oh no!
wall.
You let a
Pretend
host
it's not
walk
happening.
in. This is what happens. I'm telling you. Now he's got a
Oh
microphone.
no, he's got a mic. I
There's
love
no
it.
camera on him though. Oh. we're
Hello,
safe.
is this there? It is.
Yay! There you are. Hey,
Now you
Brett.
can hear me, but you can't see me.
Oh no.
That voice is bad.
We can.
Exciting.
But we can
We
see
see
you,
you.
and that's what's
Well, you
really
guys are all that
important.
matters.
We're all that
Look
matters.
at you. You brought Richard.
Oh,
Richard's
yeah.
here.
Richard is my co-host.
Yes.
Nice.
Richard, say hi.
He's a better
Say
co-host
hi.
than me today.
Richard,
Do something.
Aw.
say hi.
Look at the ears, like
That is just so
He said
sweet.
hi.
so
He's
cute.
very sweet.
That is
Anyway.
sweet.
Thank you.
So
Oh.
Kiesler plays Father Bart,
Yes.
and the role that he created last year.
Mm-hmm.
And the role is a little bit different this year. He's not quite the
Scumbag.
perv.
Not
that he
as
was last year.
touchy-feely.
Not as touchy.
Exactly.
Well,
He had
there's
a
a little
massage scene
touchy-feely.
last year
Oh, really?
that we cut out this
Massage
year.
thing?
Yeah.
Wow.
With
Full
a
release?
swimmer.
No. A lot of
The
upper
audience,
thigh and
yes.
lower buttock action though.
Oh.
Ooh,
Yeah,
yeah.
both of
Out.
us in
That's
both of
gone.
us in
That's
speedos,
That's gone.
speedos and towels. It was very hot.
I'll be right back. Where did you say the bathroom was, Dorothy?
Down the hall, take a key. Anyway.
Down the hall, take a key.
But okay, so and now what drew you to? Was this like I've read so many articles about this? I have this feeling in my soul that I have to express this on stage. Is that where that kind of came from?
No, not at all.
Okay.
No.
All right.
Actually, my high school principal had a year-long molestation relationship with a female student of his 10 years
Really?
before I had him. And so back in the mid-'70s when I was in high school, he was my priest, this all-boys Catholic high school. My principal fired me off the newspaper staff because somebody who's not a Catholic at the school wrote this op-ed piece. Why should we have to go to Mass if we're not Catholic? He'd entitle it, I did. I called it Mass O Kissed, and Father didn't like that.
I wouldn't imagine.
Off the newspaper staff, threatened graduation, so I was silenced, by that. Not a big deal, but it did.
It's totally held you back, Steve.
I know. I'm still under this dark thundercloud because of
You wear that shirt that says "Recovering Catholic."
I was Lutheran.
Oh well, there.
Hey, Steve, tell me, because this show, I got to see the early version of it when
That's
it
right, you
was
did.
Altercations.
Yep.
How has it changed since then?
Oh, it's I'm gonna let Robert answer that because he's been on stage for both.
Not the author, right?
Yes.
Thank you. Let the guy who didn't write it answer.
Yeah.
I think if you remember last year, there's one particular scene between Father Bart and Bishop Michael over brandy that gets very, very heated, and it's
Yes.
not very comfortable for anybody. And we wanted to take the rest of the play to that level. And Steve did that to sort of, from start to finish, keep people on the edge of their seats and hopefully in some ways an uncomfortable place.
It was too soft last year, I thought.
There were,
Yeah.
I mean, there was some nice comic relief, and this is dark comic relief when you
Okay.
get it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, just to heighten the stakes for everybody in the play.
Was there a particular reason behind making that decision to make it darker, or
No, not to make it darker per se, but just
No.
to make it more engaging and more human.
You're
and
raising the
more
stakes.
at stake, exactly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
all action is more interesting to observe when the stakes are higher. That's like, that's what any good director or acting teacher will tell you, like,
Right.
raise the stakes, be the reason why the scene is continuing. Like,
Yeah.
are you adding, are you subtracting, are you distracting?
And the
What are you doing?
storyline itself changed a bit too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, I'm no spoiler alert here.
Yes.
But there are relationships that you don't understand until the very end.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And, I mean, in some ways, I think we hope we have brought the audience along with us in that way, in that they're part of the crucible of these 5 people,
Mm-hmm.
just to have to sit there and endure with us.
Which is a good thing, actually.
Yeah.
Don't make it sound so bad.
No, I don't mean I don't mean to make it sound bad.
He's like, this play is a chore.
7
When
hours.
you're done, you will be slitting
to
your
finish.
wrists.
No.
Well,
We,
I think that kind of adds to that, when you go to something like a religious service, or you're in there with everybody,
Right.
or if you go to a theatrical performance, you're in there with everybody, and you don't really leave until you're told it's okay to. And that's how I think theater and the church can kind of be similar in that way, and so you want it to be as enjoyable as possible, or to hold your attention as much as possible.
Look, we cover a lot of topics in here that you'll find in the newspapers, online, the internet's thing that you were talking about earlier.
Heard
Tumblr.
about that.
Yeah, and Tumblr. My gosh, that's where we got to go. Is
We're
Tumblr.
not on Tumblr.
I'm gonna. I have a
Every
picture- I have a picture of you
single
that's going up on Tumblr.
thing is on Tumblr. Literally anything you want.
Are you on Tumblr?
I am on Tumblr.
You
I
tumble.
don't I tumble, but not.
I tumble for you?
I have like Instagram links to my Tumblr.
Right.
I'm a lazy Tumblr.
Nothing worse than a lazy Tumblr.
I'm so sorry.
Who knew there was judgment
Mary
about
Lou
your
Retton
internet
was not
activity?
a lazy Tumblr.
Not at all.
No.
I'll get on that.
Yes.
Get on
Okay.
your tumble.
So we cover these issues,
Mm-hmm.
that homosexuality, inside the church and out, coming out as a teenager, bullying, issues of body image and self-consciousness, self-awareness. What else? Oh, he doesn't know.
Judgment.
Sounds like
Judgment.
Hell.
Who's gonna burn in hell? Who's not?
Oh.
And how
I'll-
far
I'll-
you let people go before you start to judge them.
Yes.
That's a big
Yeah.
part of it, I think.
That
is,
is a big part of it.
where does your judgment come in? At what point in somebody else's action?
that's fascinating.
That's interesting.
That's
Yeah.
a
That's
big
what drove
question.
this, really.
That's actually really super interesting.
Yeah.
At what point, after even just meeting someone, do you start judging someone?
Exactly.
Huh.
I usually start with hello.
That's a good
Yeah,
place
I'm
to
with
start.
you.
I
Hello.
feel like
easy.
that's as soon as I. No, I'm just kidding. I try not to.
but you do.
You know, I try to keep an open mind. I really do, because judgment really blows.
Yeah.
Like, who am I to judge?
Right.
You sound
You
like
know.
the Pope now.
You
I mean,
know?
but he really came around, didn't he?
Thank
Oh,
you.
you said something.
He
yeah.
really
He
came
is-
around.
Oh wow.
Can you believe that?
I mean, Christopher McNeely, who's been on the show
Yeah.
before and everything. He goes, I'm not Catholic. I wouldn't even particularly call myself a practicing, Christian. But oh my gosh, I mean, how can I appreciate this person that is speaking as a leader for so many, really talking about tolerance and acceptance and
Humility.
Especially where it's never in an arena where it's never been spoken in such a manner before.
Not at all, yeah.
Ever. It's the polar opposite.
Yeah.
And now you have that the leader of this whole I mean this is it.
Yeah.
This is the last word, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
And he's saying, leave him alone.
Yeah.
Like that's just I think that's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
Focus on some more important things.
It's
Yeah, like
Really.
by the way,
Poverty.
New York City being underwater in about a year and a half.
right.
Right.
Oh my
That
gosh.
global warming situation. Ever hear of that?
Yeah.
Sweating my nutsack off. It's so hot outside.
You can actually say nutsack on this.
Oh,
show.
he's said a lot.
Oh,
Don't worry, Brett.
Don't worry,
Yeah,
we've
I'm
covered
sure.
a lot.
Nutsack
We
is
were
nothing.
briefed. Or debriefed in this case.
Wah, wah, wah.
I still have mine on. Yeah, I know. Where's that sound effect when you need it?
I know!
You know what's really great about your show, Steve, too, is that it sucks you. No pun intended.
Brett likes
What's
it.
really
actually.
great about your show is that it sucks you.
No, it sucks you in right from the very beginning. Like from that first scene,
Loves it.
I was a little uncomfortable.
Well,
And-
that's good.
Yeah, and I guess that's part of what you were going for.
And well, it's not the same show. Again, I totally rewrote this, and so the Brandy scene, there are similarities in that, and that is the only carryover from last year.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, it's
so
a totally new show.
people who saw Altercations, you got to come out and see what kind of God, because it's a different show.
You know,
Ooh,
why don't
I'm
I
so
come see it on
excited.
Thursday?
Why don't you? You know,
Oh, you
Thursdays,
said
by
it?
the way. Go ahead.
You
said
said
it
it,
out
and
loud.
now you have to do it.
Oh, I'm already
Where-
scheduled. I got my tickets. I'm good.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
boy.
on
I'm
Thursdays,
excited.
they're like Courage Theater, Jeremy Lelliot, those guys. They have Pay What You Can with every performance.
Oh, great.
So what we're
That's
doing on
nice.
Thursdays is Tithe What You Can.
Oh, I love it.
Tithe What You Can on Thursday nights. $5 minimum through our website.
Uh-huh.
Yes, let's hood up the thing here.
Beautiful graphic, by the
and
way. I love
$5
this.
minimum, you get a T-shirt. The Silence No One T-shirt comes with that.
Love it.
So
Well,
Wow.
also look at did you read the tagline, which I think is kind of brill?
Mhm.
How many shepherds does it take to keep one lamb safe? That's a good one.
Well run.
I know the writer.
Meanwhile, rewriting an entire show.
Yeah.
That sounds like a fork in your eye 10 times a day.
I loved it. I loved it.
You did?
I did.
It sounds like a nightmare.
Yeah, I know.
Rewrite, like you're done, you're like, all done.
You
and
want to
now
know
you're
what the
like, now I have to
nightmare
rewrite
really
it.
is?
What?
Going out there every night now and thinking, why didn't I rewrite this?
Well, by the
Wow.
way, you're the writer. You can.
Well,
Yeah.
it's too late. He won't let me rewrite anything else.
Oh.
That's been the refrain for 2 weeks. No more rewrites.
No more rewrites.
No more rewrites. You can't keep changing lines.
Which
you
I did
guys-
last year quite a bit. As
And
we
you guys are getting some
went to the
incredible
show.
reviews I saw
Really?
from this last
Oh, nice.
weekend.
We've had some good ones.
Yeah.
Campus
we
Circle.
have.
Campus Circle and Jose Luis at reviewplays.com.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
Nice
cool.
review. And I know there were a couple of reviewers there last night too, so we'll see what shakes out first part of the week.
Fantabulous.
Good stuff.
You
The
know
Lillian Theater.
Gotta go.
You're out of here.
I've gotta
All right.
go. I
We'll
gotta
Take a break.
We'll
That's
look
my
up the
turn.
commercial.
Yes. We're gonna
Yeah.
go to a
Me.
break and we're gonna talk to
Uh-oh.
the lovely and talented Lauren Harper. I'll see you guys in 2 weeks actually, because
2 weeks.
I'll be gone. Yep.
All right.
2 and 2. All right. Thank you, Brett, for tagging
Thank
in
you
with
for
me.
covering.
No
Dorothy.
worries. No worries.
We'll cut to commercial.
Good
real
luck.
quick.
Dorothy, have
Thank
fun.
you.
Congratulations.
Have fun.
Really.
Thank you so much. All right.
We'll
That
be
bitch
back
is gonna
on
make so
La
much
La
money.
Land on LA Talk Live.
That bitch is gonna make so much money.
You have a car coming.
Daylight needs a man to a woman.
Welcome back to. Try that again. Welcome back to La La Land on LA Talk Live. I'm Brett Chapin. Dorothy Dillingham Blue just took off to go on an amazing adventure filming something that she can't
Commercial.
talk about. Yeah, a commercial.
And a car is picking her up in like 4 hours or something.
No, fancy
Very
stuff.
fancy. Very
Good stuff.
fancy. Jealous.
I'm here now. I was late. I'm here now. Everyone's left. It's you and me, Lauren Harper.
It's just you and me, man.
Yes.
Just you and me.
If you have any questions for our amazingly talented guest, actress Lauren Harper, make sure to give us a call at 323-473-3100, 473-3100.
That's a new number. That's a Skype.
It is. It's our
situation.
Skype number. And so
how does that work?
Multiple people can call in at once. 3 or 4 can be on the line at the same time. It's fancy around here
Holy
on
bananas.
LA Talk Live now.
Okay.
Good stuff.
People call.
Yes. Call with questions for Lauren.
Ring a ding ding.
What do you do, Lauren?
Oh my gosh, Brett. Blogger and actress. I just launched my blog July 22nd.
Congratulations.
And it's called, thank you. I'm really excited about it. I'm totally excited about it.
Should be.
That's really great. The little sound effect.
It's our studio audience.
Just launched my blog July 22nd. It's called The Party for One. And it's essentially about living life to the fullest through writing and my personal photography, through a variety of eclectic categories such as love, style, culture. I interview a couple people. I interviewed Adam Richman from the Travel Channel and a few other interviews coming up. And it's just one big party, and everyone's invited, as long as you just go on thepartyforone.com. It's so much fun.
And you talk about culture, you do interviews, you talk about food, that kind of thing, travel.
Yeah, travel.
Whatever.
Luckily, a few years ago, I was able to travel to fantastic places that my schedule won't allow for now. But I went to India, Paris, China. So I have all these photos that I've never been able to use before. And so I'm incorporating them now into my blog. And I just recently did a post called Lost in Translation. It's where I showcased one of my favorite dishes. It's cha soba noodles. And I was like, well, how am I going to incorporate myself, but then my love for China? And then bing, hello, I have like 200 photos of me in China. So I posted that, wrote a little bit about it, and loved it.
And it's on the internet now.
It's on the internet now, I know.
That's awesome.
This blogging thing is insane.
And then you also highlight other bloggers.
I
as
do.
well.
I do. I mean, I wouldn't be here if it weren't for the other bloggers before me that inspired me to basically do what I do. Because I was always wondering, I need multiple creative outlets so I don't go insane. So besides acting, when I'm waiting for auditions or in between takes type of thing, I decided that I need to write and photograph, but then keep it online. And so I just created The Party for One.
Good way to do it.
Yeah, I think so.
And your launch has been going well so far. You've been getting a lot of hits and a lot of traffic to the site.
Yeah, the whole thing was I decided to plan before launching. Instead of just buying the domain and then just doing a post right into it, I decided to just kind of lead up to it. I started a Twitter like half a year in advance. And just did a ton of research because I want to make this thing huge. I want everyone to look at it and read it and just have a great time. So, yeah, I've been having great response with it.
You've been doing pre-publicity for it.
Yeah, I've been doing my little pre-PR. Yeah.
Like it? Like it? And then are you doing acting right now, or is it just kind of concentrating on The Party for One?
I am. I mean, we always wish we could do more acting.
Sure.
Right. So, but no, I just wrapped a dark comedy. It's called Kiss Me Gordon. I play the lead. Her name is Judy, and she is a manic, pill-popping, loaded gun, hot mess. And essentially, the story revolves around an affair gone horribly wrong. So I keep the story together, but then I also help it fall apart in a hilarious manner. So you can also go to kissmegordon.com for more information with that.
What a fun character. You keep the story together and let it fall apart.
Basically, yeah, she's quite exhausting, really. I mean, I love to have a good time. I mean, hello, The Party for One, but she is, I guess I could describe her as a brunette Courtney Love.
Oh, that is exhausting.
Yeah, it's a little tiring.
Yeah.
Major concealer needed.
So where can people find this film?
Well, it's right now. It's in post production. So
Okay.
I just wrapped a few weeks ago, actually.
Awesome.
So right now, all the shenanigans are getting sorted out. So that's why KissMeGordon.com. All your information there.
KissMeGordon.com for information on Lauren Harper's new film. And as far as the Party for One goes, where do you want this to go? Say, you know, Magic Ball, you could 2 years from now. Where do you want to be with it?
2
in 2
years
years
from now, or just that's a phenomenal question. Because I just met with a manager too that basically asked the same thing. I had no other way to put it except I just want it all. I want it to go everywhere. Because it's all about positivity too. There's nothing negative on there.
Sure.
When I talk to the people I interview, it's nothing sad or depressing. It's all positive and informative. So, gosh, I'd like it to really go everywhere. I'd like to perhaps have eventually a book, maybe a TV show, following me around in all my adventures. So
Lauren Harper on the Learning Channel or something,
The
right
Learning
there with the Kardashians.
that sounds really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, E or something.
E, yeah, much better.
The Learning Channel.
I don't
Hey,
know.
I'll take what I can get. The Learning Channel, that's fine. I love to learn.
Yeah, why not? You know, if you could go on to E, I mean, those things get picked up pretty quickly. I mean, you could potentially get picked up tomorrow and be on the air in a month.
You're fabulous. You're sending out some great positive energy.
Yeah.
I mean, I could, right?
Sure, why not?
Okay.
It could
I'm gonna
happen.
Do that. I'll have to put together a media kit, press kit, do some videos, and bam.
Do it. You're there.
I'll be back here in the studio in what?
A month.
A month?
Yeah.
A month, and I'll be on E.
Yes.
Okay.
That
Is
is
this the camera?
what I'm
okay. I'm gonna be
projecting to
on E.
you.
There,
All you
said
gotta
it, so that
do
means
is
it's
say
gonna
it,
happen,
and it's
right?
gonna happen. Yeah, exactly.
God.
What's your favorite thing to write on the Party for One? Is it the food, the travel, the culture?
My
what is it?
favorite thing to write, I really love. I guess from my journalism background, I graduated from Penn State, in 2009, and so I always love finding a story and then writing almost an editorial-esque post. So far, I really love to interview people. I've interviewed a few bloggers, like I said, Adam Richman, and there's some more surprises along the way. But I just love finding out things about people that a lot of people don't know that's already in the public. And I love taking my own photographs of the person if I can interview.
Sure.
And I just love finding a story and then writing it and putting it out there. I mean, I really, it's all in my head.
You don't have
I'm
a
one of those
preference, it
crazy.
sounds like.
No, I really don't. I love it
Yeah.
all. The food is interesting. I've never been a big cook. I'm scared to death of the kitchen, but I figured if I'm going to live life to the fullest, that does include food and drink.
It does.
So
And learning to make food and drink.
learning to make food and drink. So I incorporated my favorite foods. One of my favorite posts so far in the food category is the Bloody Burger. It is a Bloody Mary, and through this wooden spear is a giant burger.
Oh, I thought that's what you were gonna say.
Oh, that's what I said. So, I mean, essentially, because of my blog, I'm even starting to live life to the fullest even more. I never thought I'd be in the kitchen making a Bloody Mary and a burger. I'd probably just go out. But no, I do it now.
And the burger's in the Bloody Mary.
And the burger's in the Bloody Mary.
I don't know whether to be disgusted or think it's
not
delicious.
In it. It's not floating in it. I mean, it's above the
Right,
glass.
right.
But
good, because that would just be weird.
That'd be a little gross, actually.
Yeah. So you like writing about Bloody Mary burgers?
Bloody Mary burgers,
and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, my travels. I just did this morning a post on 13 chillingly chic Halloween decor ideas, which
Nice.
involve, instead of like your typical spider webs and all of that, there's a real raven taxidermy. You have to go look on thepartyphone.com.
What do you want your audience to get out of it?
I want them to have a good time. I want them to learn about themselves and me. I want them to travel along with my journey in growing since I just launched. I really just have a good time. I mean, like I said on my little catchphrase is, it's my party, but you're invited.
Love it. The
And
party for one.
You're invited, Brett.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
I'm there.
Good.
Will you cry if you want to?
Do you want me to? I can cry.
Only because it's your
Of
party.
the song. I know.
Yeah.
No, I know. I don't want to ruin my makeup today.
Don't do that.
I can just start singing the song if you want.
We're
Not enough time. I'm not.
I know. We got like, I don't know, maybe 3 minutes
You're
left.
late.
I know.
Brett.
We're talking with actress and blogger Lauren Harper. If you have any questions for Lauren, make sure to give us a call in the next 3 minutes at 323-473-3100. 323-473-3100. What's coming up in the future for you?
More blogging,
Yeah?
honestly, more blogging, and trying to find more stories, meeting new people, and just living life. And then, of course, once Kiss Me Gordon arises, I'll be sure to let
Off
you know.
to the Oscars. Yeah.
You really have this great future set out for me. The
Yeah.
Oscars, I mean, this is fantastic.
We had a psychic in here a couple weeks ago. I think she rubbed off on me.
You know,
a little
I
bit.
walked in and there are candles. It looks like a seance. Did she do?
Yeah, it kinda
Did she
does.
do like a seance situation or what?
No, those are always here.
Oh, those
actually.
are always here.
Yeah, that's for the seances that Van Erich does when on off
He
air.
would.
No,
Yeah.
no, that's the candles for the Rona Bennett Perspective Corners. That every Thursday.
She burns candles on her show?
Yes,
That's
she
cool.
has a nice little ambiance in here. She dims the studio lights, and she has the candles going on as she interviews her guests and talk about the things that's going on in the world. She's one of the singers for In Vogue.
Oh, you know, I've never heard her show, and now I want to listen.
Now you should listen to her. Yeah.
I want to just light some candles and have the mood go down a little bit.
Yeah, maybe we can talk into Brett to do it one day.
Yeah, I'll do it next week when we
Next-
have a
yeah.
celebrity here.
Right.
Who we can't mention.
Yeah.
That's right.
Anything you want to say in closing, Lauren? Anything you want to say to our audience?
I really just want to say, please go on thepartyforone.com. And life is short. As annoying as it is, it's short. So you have to live life to the fullest. And you can do that by going on thepartyforone.com and having a great time with me, Lauren Harper.
Thepartyforone.com.
Yay, round of applause.
What a great closing statement.
Thank you.
For any information on thepartyforone.com, you can go to thepartyforone.com.
Mm-hmm.
You can look up Lauren Harper on IMDb, right?
Mhm.
For information on her personally.
And then Instagram is The Lauren Harper or The Party for One. Twitter, The Lauren Harper, The Party for One. 2 lives.
Love it. Love it. Well, good luck on everything that you're doing.
Thank
I
you,
know
thank
that you
you.
are a super, super motivated person, and I can
am, as
see
are you.
that
Yes.
coming out in your work.
I know, I'm like combusting in the
Yes,
chair.
I
Ready
know.
to go, excited.
Hold Richard up to the camera before we leave. Thank you for joining us, Richard.
Would you like to say anything? Oh, he says go to thepartyforone.com too.
Oh, well, he has good taste
He's
in
my
websites.
publicist, yeah.
Yeah, good stuff. He's also wearing human clothes, just so you know.
Well, human name, you need human clothes.
Of course.
Yeah, he's fancy.
Next week. Thanks, Lauren.
Of course.
Next week, we have Jose Luis Alfaro coming in to talk about an event that he is producing right now, and he is going to be joined by a very well-known A-list celebrity that I cannot mention yet.
Darn.
Yes.
I know who it is.
And I can tell you that I know. I told you off air, and I can tell you. I would tell you the event that Jose Luis is promoting, but if I do that, it would give away the
Just-
celebrity. So
Keep it mysterious.
yes.
There's going to be a celebrity, and that's all that needs to be said.
Keep an eye on our Facebook this week. We'll announce it on our Facebook this week at La La Land Talk on Facebook, and also on Twitter at La La Land Talk. And that's going to be it for now. Until next week, that was Lauren Harper.
Yes, that's me.
I'm Brett Chapin. This is La La Land on LA Talk Live. We'll see you at the top.